Greetings, hi, TheWarOwl greets you, and welcome to another Strat Talk, the show where we talk about strategies for the game Counter-Strike Global Offensive. This one is going to be coming to us from the Grand Finals of the Copenhagen Games 2014. It is a round here, 7-11, Ninjas and Pyjamas on T side going up against Virtus.pro. Now, this is a strategy that Ninjas and Pyjamas used quite a bit, which is why we're looking at it here. We're going to let the auto director run through this round, and then we're going to go back and slow it down and figure out exactly what happened. Because as you can see, there's a lot happening, and there often is on train bomb site takes. So this bomb site take that Ninjas and Pyjamas is using, they use this nearly every single round that they were just doing a regular bomb site take against Virtus.pro. And the amazing thing about it is it worked nearly every single time as well. It took Virtus.pro a long time to catch on to it. So it's probably a pretty good strategy. Let's hop back, examine it, figure out exactly what happened here. So even though our man Bialy here, 1v4, look at that, 4 frags on this round. As you can see, Ninjas and Pyjamas exist here at the very end, and a 1 versus 1 is able to end it. So let's hop back, figure out what happened. So here we are at the start of the round, and as you can tell, it's going to be a bye round for both of these teams, which are sort of the best to examine in terms of strategy. CTs do have a lot of defensive smokes that they can throw down, but they don't really help you very much on this map. Now, the most important thing to keep track of here is the smokes that Ninjas and Pyjamas throws. And I'm going to go back and show you each one of these smokes and where to throw them. So we're going to watch them here. The 4 of them set up, and they do this every single time like this. And then they throw these smokes at the same time. They're at the 130 mark. And they come over, and you'll see the smoke screen right when they all pop. Now, okay, so you can see every single smoke that went down. The one in the far left there blocks out the player at IV. So you see Pasha at the named Pasha spot. We call it the Pasha spot because he sort of invented playing that really well with the AWP. Nobody from there can help out. We also see that Hell is completely open. So a player CT could be Hell. However, we see Taz up there in Heaven. So the other smoke there blocks out this first avenue. The next smoke blocks out the second avenue. And the third one prevents the player from inside Z from doing much. These are actually very interesting smokes, so let's look at it from Neo's perspective. He can't really see much of anything right now. He's completely smoked off, even to his right side, so he doesn't feel like he wants to move to the right, to move out there at all. So it's just a very nice smoke screen, and the goal of this is to get this bomb down very quickly. So here's Fifflaren with the bomb. We see some defensive smokes thrown by these counter-terrorists, but not much at all. They still have 2 players. Check this out. Oh, no, that's actually just a decoy. So they only have 1 player still inside, just in case it's going to be an outside push. So that's fine. They have 8 players dealing with this. So that smoke there to block off the player at IV allows the player to push through into Hell. Terrorists now take position at Hell. So if we watch this off and where these smokes are by these terrorists, this is blocked off. This vision here is blocked off, and this is blocked off. So what that means is the player inside of Z, as well as Bialy, this whole entire area for CTs, they don't have. Hell here allows these terrorists to push out, also push out over here and take the site. So what they're really trying to do is allow the player to plant the bomb very quickly without being attacked. So this smoke here, it serves a dual purpose. It blocks off vision from here, and it also allows Fifflaren to plant this bomb. So this is very important, and this is the part I think that Virtus.pro sort of messed up on. All right, he plants this bomb in the same spot every single time. After a few rounds of this, they should have caught on and sprayed it down. As you see where Neo is right now, he could easily spray down the bomb planter through this smoke. I mean, he's sort of looking that way as well. They should have at least had 1 player trying to deal with that. And that, I think, was the big mistake, because it allowed terrorists to get that bomb down. And once terrorists have that bomb down, they have the advantage. So let's hop on Bialy here and just watch him. He takes out the player Heaven, takes out the player in sight, and now it's a 3 versus 3. So it's even, right, in terms of the numbers. Ninjas and Pyjamas traded 2 players for 2 players. They, however, have the bomb down inside of the site. They can play more passive. So what do? Get the heck out of there. They fall back out of the site, and all they have to do now is play for the defuse. So Virtus.pro has a number of different things they can do. they can try to smoke the bomb and go for a ninja defuse. That, of course, faking the defuse can force the terrorists to push out and try to retake the bomb, try to spray it, and at that point they could get some picks. It's just a difficult situation right now for these counter-terrorists, especially considering where that bomb is planted. As you can see, the terrorists at ladder room will be able to push out and take it, as well as the player at TZ, where Fifflaren is. So that's pretty much all there is to it at that point. It has succeeded. They got the bomb planted. They traded players for players, but it doesn't matter. They got that bomb planted. Bialy goes. He does sort of clean it up, though. There are going to be some fake defuses, which they do try to do. We see Neo do the fake defuse. Terrorists push out. So that fake defuse is smart because it tricks the terrorists. They have to push out and they have to deal with that. They cannot take the risk that it's going to be a ninja defuse. And as you see from Neo's perspective, that smoke will make them think. They'll make them have to spray it. So I think we saw Xizt and Get Right push out. One of them had to spray that bomb just in case there's a player in there defusing. So the fake defuse is super important in this. Now we see Neo trade, puts it into a 1 versus 1. So again, the trade's going down, but every time there's a trade, the advantage is still in the terrorists' corner because they have the bomb planted. All they have to do is play the bomb, which is what Xizt does here. He forces Bialy. Could have gotten another ace here. You see that? Another fake defuse forces Xizt to have to peek. And he forces Bialy to have to aggress him. So that's the round. It's actually a great round. Let's go back and check out each of those smokes that Ninjas in Pyjamas threw. I know you guys wanted to watch to see each of those smokes specifically. So we'll go back. I know you guys always ask about that. You say, what could be done about the strats is another thing that you could that you guys always say. I think spraying down the bomb planting position and not allowing terrorists to plant the bomb is what should have been done. That could have prevented it. So where Neo was, Neo's position, he could have sprayed the player down who was planting because he was planting in the same position every time. All right, so let's hop back and check out those nades. I'm TheWarOwl, and I still have no closer.